So what happens when you are a gay Christian young adult who just fully came out to themselves and you're a Southern Baptist deacon in the Reformed tradition? Well, deconstruction doesn't even come close to describing this story. Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm a deep skeptic, also a pastor. When you grow up as a queer person in one of these incredibly conservative theological traditions, you often aren't just in the closet hiding who you are from the other people around you. You're also in the closet hiding from yourself. And it can take a lot of work and a whole lot of courage to be able to fully be okay internally with who you know you've been from the beginning. But when you're in the Southern Baptist Reformed tradition, it's even worse. It's worse because one of the core theological beliefs is this idea that if God knows everything and God can change everything, then it means that God has decided before God created the world that some people would go to heaven and some people would go to hell. So that means all the Christians from the beginning of the world were destined to go to heaven, and all kinds of other people, like all the queer people, all the LGBTQIA people, like all those people were going to hell from the beginning of time. So when you come out to yourself and you realize that, yeah, I'm gay, I'm trans, I'm whatever, and you have that belief system, then what you have placed yourself in is a realization that from the beginning of the world, before the world was even created, God decided that you were going to burn forever in eternity. Talk about religious trauma as if being gay isn't enough. This isn't also a sort of random theoretical idea. This is actually the story of my friend Austin, and I'll tell you how to listen to the whole thing later, but listen to what happened. So a lot of the deconstruction started for him, as with many people, while he was in college. But it wasn't until years later that he was sort of fully coming out to himself and beginning to figure out who he was going to be in the LGBTQ community. And when he was doing that, he was was serving as a deacon in a Southern Baptist church that believed those things. But listen to this. There's actually a group that goes around looking for closeted Southern Baptist pastors so that they can out them. And that happened to Austin, and all hell broke loose. I mean, everything you can imagine and more. And this is TikTok. This story is fascinating, but it's way longer than this. First episode of this story came out on the Unbelief show. You can just search Unbelief wherever you get those things and click the link in my bio. And listen, it's amazing. And if you or any of the people you know are in those traditions or are coming out to themselves or coming out to their Christian world, hearing somebody like Austin's story can be incredibly helpful.